For our next speaker, we have Chairperson Andres D. Bautista. Chairperson Andres D. Bautista earned his Bachelor of Science in Legal Management degree from the Ateneo de Manila University, where he also obtained his Bachelor of Law degree. He graduated class valedictorian from the Ateneo Law School. He thereafter pursued his Master of Laws degree from the Harvard Law School, where he obtained that degree. He then after became the Dean of the Institute of Law at Far Eastern University and the Master of Business Administration Juris Doctor Dual Degree Program of the De La Salle Graduate School of Business and FEU. In 2010, he was appointed by President Benigno Aquino III as the Chairperson of the Presidential Commission on Good Government. Please join me in welcoming Chairperson Andres D. Bautista.
Thank you, Trina, for that introduction. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Bago ang lahat, nais ko pong pasalamatan ang IBP sa pamumuno ni President Rowan Barrios at ang Board of Governors para sa for this opportunity to speak with you this morning. When President Barrios invited me to come this morning, I knew it was not just an invitation, it was really a command. So I am here, sir. I feel privileged that I am sandwiched between two justices. Justice Sereno preceded me, and the next presenter will be Justice Bobby Abad. I am tempted that because we are just given 7 to 10 minutes within which to present, I am tempted to just adopt whatever Justice Sereno and Abad will be saying. The importance of choosing the next Chief Justice cannot be gainsaid. But I also would like to emphasize that there is a bigger objective insofar as this process is concerned, which is to make our justice system better and more attuned to the needs of our people. I dare say that the state of our justice system currently can be characterized by 3 I's. It is ineffective, it is inefficient, and it is inadequate. Why do I say that? In the 2011 Global Competitiveness Report, which was prepared by the World Economic Forum, the Philippines ranked the lowest among the ASEAN countries, including Cambodia. We rank the lowest in terms of judicial independence, in terms of efficiency in settling disputes, and also in terms of efficiency in challenging regulations. This morning, if you read the paper, there was just an SWS survey that was released. And if you look at the numbers for the Supreme Court, for the period May 24 to May 27, it's positive rating, performance rating plummeted from +27 to +13. Right now, in fact, both the Senate and the House of Representatives have a higher performance survey rating than the Supreme Court. That has not happened in the past. I wanted to share with you this provision from the Constitution. Article 18, Section 12 of the transitory provision provides, the Supreme Court shall, within 1 year after the ratification of the Constitution, adopt a systematic plan to expedite the decision or resolution of cases or matters pending in the Supreme Court or the lower courts prior to the effectivity of this Constitution. A similar plan shall be adopted for all special courts and quasi-judicial bodies. This is a provision lifted from the 1987 Constitution. 25 years later, you sort of like wonder, has that plan been adopted? Or perhaps the plan was adopted, but it did not work. Because I was looking at the Supreme Court annual report for 2010, I don't think there is a 2011 annual report that is in existence. And if you look at the numbers, insofar as the case docket of the lower courts are concerned, there were 992,817 cases that are in the docket of the lower courts, and the output for 2010 was 377,839, or a 38% disposition rate. Court of Appeals, the case docket was 33,032, case output 13,241, or a case disposal rate of 40%. Sandigan Bayan, case input 2405, case output 247, or a disposal rate of a dismal 10%. Court of Tax Appeals, case docket 1067, case output 315, or a disposition rate of 30%. And finally, the Supreme Court had a case docket of 22,547, and their case output was at 14,057. They were the top-notchers. They had a disposal rate of 62%, but still, as far as I'm concerned, not enough. So how would we characterize the major challenges facing our judiciary? I have my 4 C's. First is corruption. Then, many of you here are practitioners. I don't have to tell you about the corruption, the widespread corruption amidst our court system. Second, congestion and delay. Third, the issue of competence. Are we attracting the best and the brightest to join the judiciary? And fourth is credibility. Does the Supreme Court and the courts have the credibility to be able to maintain the faith and confidence of the people in our justice system? The first step in solving any problem is recognition. And we all know the saying, if it ain't broke, then why fix it? But the opposite of that is, if it's broke, then we should fix it. What are my proposed solutions? First and foremost, I've always believed that in the private sector or in the public sector, the key is the human resource element. You need to attract the best and the brightest to join the judicial system. My father said that during his time, that the best and brightest graduates of any class would always opt to join the judiciary. Just last week, when I was teaching my constitutional law class, I asked them, I said, how many of you want to be judges? And out of a class of 40, no one raised his or her hand. Again, if we are able to really make a reform in our judicial system, we need to attract the youth into the judicial system. And what's stopping them? Well, first, I think there is an issue of compensation. Yes, there have been efforts to upgrade the compensation of our judges. There is the institution of the SAJ, there is the JBF, and if you look at the compensation package of a member of the judiciary versus that of the executive, I think that the compensation given to those in the judiciary is higher. But to be honest, I don't think that should be the benchmark. We should benchmark compensation against those in the private sector, taking into account the workload, taking into account the risk, both physical and reputational risks that our judges have to undergo. Number two, we have to give them the right tools and equipment. Again, if you look at our courthouses, they are pitiful. And therefore, government should really put in the resources so as to make sure that they have the resources, that they also have the work atmosphere within which to effectively dispense of their functions. But after all is said and done, rendering public service cannot be just all about the money. There must be that sense of patriotism, that sense of public service, and that should be inculcated to our law students. In any organization, there should be leadership by example. And one of my proposed solutions to this problem is that the Supreme Court itself should lead by example. The first thing they should do is they should wipe out that backlog. As I said, they are the best performer. They were able to dispose of 62% of the cases that are in their docket. But to be honest, I think that that's not good enough. As an outsider looking in, I really can't say whether I know what problems they are encountering. But again, I think all of us here have become students in our lives. We have had to take exams. I cannot figure out why our judges and justices cannot adopt a finished or not finished, pass your paper mentality.